There is one mistake that destroys a man's power before it ever begins. One fatal error that makes others dismiss you, ignore you, and treat you as though you don't exist. And the tragedy is, this mistake has nothing to do with your intelligence, your skills, or your potential. The mistake is simple. You look poor. Now, understand me? I don't speak of coins or bank accounts. I speak of something far greater, perception. The way you appear, the way you move, the signals you send to the world the moment you enter a room. Power, my friend, is not born in truth. It is born in illusion. If you look poor, if you act poor, if you carry yourself as though you own nothing, the world will believe you are nothing. And once they believe that, your game ends before it begins. History has always divided the powerful from the powerless through symbols. In the courts of kings, a robe could define your destiny. Today, the symbols have changed, but the psychology has not. If you look like you do not value yourself, the world will not value you either. Most people never grasp this. They say, "I'll prove myself through hard work, through kindness, through patience." But the world does not wait for proof. It judges in seconds. It decides your worth before you even speak. And if your image whispers weakness, no one will wait to hear your truth. When people feel invisible, they explain themselves endlessly. They talk too much, trying to convince others of their worth, but the more they explain, the more desperate they sound. And desperation is the scent of poverty. Never look poor, even if you are. Never give the world the pleasure of labeling you as weak. Power is not about owning everything. It is about making others believe you already hold more than enough. Why does this work? Because humans are primitive creatures. We are drawn to strength and repelled by weakness. When someone looks stable, composed, and untouchable, we lean closer. When someone looks desperate, we retreat. Imagine you walk into a room. Your clothes are clean, sharp, intentional, not loud, but deliberate. Your posture is straight, your voice calm. You move slowly, as if time itself waits for your permission. You don't need to speak much. Your presence speaks for you. That, my friend, is the art of appearing powerful. Machiavelli once said, "It is not enough to be strong. You must appear strong." Because perception rules the world, and once you control perception, you no longer chase power. Power chases you. In every age, rulers understood this game. Their crowns, their robes, their symbols, they weren't just decoration. They were weapons of influence. A crown is not gold. It is an illusion that commands obedience. When you master this principle, you stop asking for respect. You make them give it to you, without words, without begging, without explanation. Dress with precision, speak with restraint, move with control. Stillness is the mark of a man who owns himself. And self-control looks like wealth, even when your pockets are empty. You see, most people think looking powerful means buying luxury, but that is vanity, not power. A cheap suit that fits perfectly will command more respect than a branded one that hangs like confusion. Power doesn't scream, it whispers. There is a brutal truth the weak never understand. The world does not reward honesty about your struggle. It rewards the illusion of strength. If you appear weak, people will pity you, but never follow you. If you appear strong, they will respect you, even before they know your name. Never forget, pity gives crumbs. Respect opens doors. Now listen closely, because this is where the game deepens. Once you learn not to look poor, you must go further. You must learn to look untouchable. The powerful appear rarely. They enter with presence, and they leave with silence. Their absence makes others crave their return. That mystery multiplies their worth. So practice the art of disappearance. Show strength, then vanish. Let your silence speak for you. Let people wonder where you are, what you're planning, and who you truly are. The unknown is power. Predictability is poverty. Think of Julius Caesar. Before he ruled Rome, he dressed, walked, and spoke as if destiny already belonged to him. They mocked him for his confidence, but the crowd admired it. He understood the truth. Power is theater. The world is the audience, and your image is the stage. Control that stage, and you control their minds. Lose it, and you vanish into invisibility. So never look poor, not in your walk, not in your voice, not in your eyes, not even in your silence. Looking poor tells people you have lost control, and control is the currency of respect. When you lose that, no one listens, no one follows, no one remembers. But if you project control, through composure, through discipline, through restraint, people will assume you are wealth itself. An assumption is the seed of influence. Remember Napoleon. He was not born into wealth, but from a young age, he moved as if the world already belonged to him. That illusion drew power toward him until illusion became reality. That is the Machiavellian secret. Perception creates reality. Pretend long enough to be powerful, and one day you will be. Now here is your challenge. Tomorrow morning, when you step outside, don't just wear clothes, wear presence. Walk slower, speak less, hold your head high, not with arrogance, but with certainty. Make your silence heavier than their noise. You will see it. The world will react. People will look twice. They will open doors without knowing why. They will respect you before you've earned it. That is not magic. It is Machiavelli's truth made flesh. Because the world doesn't treat you based on who you are. It treats you based on what it believes you are. And if it believes you are poor, desperate, weak, it will bury you alive. But if it believes you are powerful, calm, and in control, it will kneel before the illusion you built. Never look poor, even if you are, because appearance is armor. Perception is power. And once you master perception, you master the game.